Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. So BYU's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12 and somebody comes out of no...
Oh, out of space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They own the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Firing deep. He's got it along the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll go to the toss. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Dances away. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the Mintz, the big fella, coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
On the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Quick catch on 3rd down. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Makes one man miss. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He's got him. Touchdown, Cougar! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Toss sweep to the left. got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is gonna have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you gotta go tempo. You're gonna have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you gotta eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. The defense gonna stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the left. Here he goes. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd. House it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Toss to the outside. Got room at the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Isaac. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Time to take a shot. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll give it to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to...
Picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that fresh...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense drags him down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, BYU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his foot, and he loses the ball, keeping his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Hendricks. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
Turning it on! Past the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. The give to the tailback. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's right. Got it behind the line. It's Shorts. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to you. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets the back moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Making side adjustments here. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Makes the grab. A strong defensive stand, denying this man the end zone, and the defense gets the ball back.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
One more play to pad the stats. Corner's going to give them room. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Let's go.